All right, guys, today we are going to do a facial on my social media guru and assistant, Fayette. She is awesome, and this is her first facial ever. So I'm going to walk y'all through what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm going to start with a double cleanse. The first product that I am using is going to be the Daily Cleanser by Dermalogica. And then I'm going to follow that with the Acne Treatment Cleanser by Image. That's one of my favorite ones. It does tend to dry out the skin, so I would just be careful when you're using that you are not double cleansing with the Acne line by Image. I have noticed it just tends to make people's skin more dry. Obviously, every time you see me use a sponge in this, it is a new sponge, and we're not reusing the same sponge. That would be disgusting. So here's where I bring in the Acne line by Image. All right, and here's where we're going to use the microdermabrasion machine. One thing to watch with this is to make sure that it doesn't irritate her acne. And so every time that I go over a sensitive area, I'm gonna make sure that it is on a really low setting. On this part, I have it set to a 5, so it is very, very low. I typically don't go above a 10 on anyone's skin, just because I feel like that is way too aggressive. Always pulling up with this. You're also gonna wanna do short motions. Never going to want to do too long of one, or it can leave a hickey. And then you are going to avoid the under eye area as well to make sure that it's not irritated. Okay, now I'm going to switch up the tips on my microdermabrasion machine, and I'm going to switch it to a smaller nozzle so that we can go over the nose and any areas that we definitely want to get into. This allows me to target areas, so if there are areas that are irritating her, this will make sure that that one is getting extracted to the best of its ability without irritating all of the skin around it. I also love using this one on the insides of the nose to make sure to get rid of whiteheads or blackheads that are ready to be extracted. All right, and this is where we're going to use one of my favorite pieces of equipment. It is a high frequency machine. High frequency machines have argon gas and neon gas. They are great for wrinkles and tightening your skin as well as acne. Acne in particular, it goes in and it kills the bacteria inside of the skin. So it really helps fight those breakouts and prevent them from happening again. They are also great for your under eyes. So if you have puffiness or that purple black look underneath your under eyes, this would be great. When you use a gauze with it, it creates a larger ozone. When you are using this tool, it will smell like a clean air is happening around that area. So you can also use it with a carrier oil, but for Faye's skin in particular, I decided to use a gauze to create a larger ozone to kill more bacteria and make it more stronger. That was a great sentence. All right, and then on here, we're gonna use Skin Script Lemon Zest Enzyme. I love this enzyme. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is probably a 4 to a 6. It does have a little bit of a tingle with it. It encourages brightness, gets rid of oil, and then helps with breakouts as well. So though this was Faye's first facial, since she did have a little bit of irritation after, this was probably one of the steps that in the future I would skip until her skin builds up a little bit of a better barrier, and then we would try it again. But I absolutely love this enzyme. All right, so as you can tell on here, I actually went ahead and grabbed my Goji Berry Mask by Skin Scripts. when I put the lemon zest on face, she was like, oh, that's tingling, it's irritating me. So I was like, all right, if it's irritating you, let's calm it down a little bit. I love partnering a mask with an enzyme, especially for anyone with sensitive skin. So I did the goji berry mask over the lemon zest enzyme, which then calms the lemon zest enzyme down. And this one also helps with oil as well. So then you can see me using the ice balls after. I am the biggest fan of ice balls. I use them for my tattooing, for my permanent makeup, and for my facials. We're great about opening the skin when we use steam or hot towels, but then we always forget to close up those pores, especially after we cleanse them. So that's when I bring in my ice balls. This is also my favorite part of a facial, is when I get to go in and I get to scrub the client's head. I'm also a cosmetologist as well, so I absolutely love getting in there and playing with their hair. It allows the mask or the enzyme to sit for anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. So instead of me just letting them lay there, which I really struggle with, I get to scrub their head, or I'll give them a shoulder massage. But for Faye today, we really got in there and gave her a scalp exfoliation. All right, right after I remove their mask and their enzyme, then I'm gonna follow with one of my favorite toners. It's a cucumber toner by SkinScript. One thing I love about this is it has a product in it that is actually heavier than water. So I will go ahead and apply it multiple times for moisture. I also love partnering this with hyaluronic acid so that it is absorbing that moisture into the skin. And then, as always, finishing with ice balls to make sure that that skin is absolutely absorbing all of the serums that I put in there and the toner. And lastly, the top selling product is the Ormedic Lip Balancer by Image. It is one of my favorite products, and it is the one that all of my clients ask about. So there's a 60-minute acne facial broken down into 10 minutes for you guys. I hope you enjoyed.